Do you ever spend hours creating your scene in Blender for it just to look like this when you render it? That's because you didn't put on materials. So I'm going to show you 4 ways you can fix that. So your render looks like this, right? Let's select your object and go to the Shading tab and make sure it's either on Material Preview or Render. I'll go Material Preview. Now, what you've been trying to do here is a metal material, but I've seen that you've done it wrong. All we gotta do is drag up the metallic, and boom, we got metal. But it's not very shiny. That's what the roughness is for. We bring it down, and it's shiny. But it's a bit too shiny now, to around 0.25. And now our first render is fixed. And now let's view it in render view. It looks good, but it could be better. Choose any image you have on your computer, click on the World tab, and then click on the Color, then click on Environment Texture, and then find that image. And when you have imported your image, it'll look a lot better, but that is ruining our background, so we are going to set it to a low strength, like 0.25. And now our first render is fixed. So your render looks like this, right? So let's hop into the Shading tab and try to fix this one. What I've been seeing you've been trying to do is a glass material. You just gotta open up the Transmission tab and increase the weight. Now, it does make our render a bit slower, but, well, that's the price you have to pay for glass. It's looking not as bad we would like it right now because the roughness is too low. To a low value of 0.25. And now it looks good in both Material Preview and Rendered View. Now your render's fixed. Right now we're already inside of the shader tab and our sofa object isn't looking too good. Let's try and fix that. So we are going to first increase the roughness to 0.85. And now we're going to use something called bump by pressing Shift A and then clicking search and searching bump. Put it in and plug the normal into the normal. And now Shift A, search for a magic texture. Now, grab the factor and plug it into the height. There, we're done. You just have to increase the scale and it looks good, right? Wrong. It's a little bit too, let me just say, intense. So we can just lower the strength to 0.25 and now it looks a lot better. But it feels a bit too small for our purposes, so we're going to make it slightly bigger. What we've been trying to do here is a wood material, but it would be way too complex to do with Noobs. Open the website in the description and click Explore All Assets. Then just search wood. And just search it. And look for one that you like. So scroll down for here and look for the 2K JPEG file and download. After downloading the file, you must extract it. Now back in Blender, we're going to go Edit, References, Add-ons, Node Wrangler, and we gotta make sure it's enabled. Now press Ctrl-Shift-T and select everything, and then click Principal Texture Setup, and it'll automatically create the material for you. But because we don't have much geometry, the displacement is making the material really dark, so we're gonna unplug that.